Hey Sierra, I'm doing good. How are you? Can you hear me? I just want to make sure before I get too deep in the conversation. But can you hear me though? I'm doing good though, if you can. OMG, we play the music at my job. This music, it is a aura cleansing music. Is that what y'all play? Like meditation music? Or are you talking about the lullaby music? Which one? Because I have two different noises going on right now. Good, you can hear me. Cool. The baby music, yeah. I do it because the babies, they sleep really good with it. And my 2-year-old, she's been listening to lullaby music ever since she was a baby. So then naturally, when my youngest baby was born, he jumped right on with her, and now that's the only way that he will sleep. It's like we have him on a routine. It's like when that lullaby music goes on, he knows it's time to lay down. She does too. So we just keep it playing all night, and they sleep. But I think like lullaby music also has a frequency to it to help babies to kind of relax and be calm and have good dreams, you know? So, yeah, it's a win win situation. Yeah, but how are you, Sierra? How are you doing? Hey, everybody, make sure y'all like or put the like button. Click it, please. The babies at my job don't like to sleep at job for a nap. That's what they be feeding off of each other. Yeah. I when I worked at daycare or preschool, that would happen to us too. And it was like you had to move certain kids by other kids because you knew like there was always that certain group of kids that would just play. And so you have to get creative and make sure that their cots are not next to each other because they will keep each other up. Oh, no, you're fine. Don't need to apologize for that, girl. No. I know that y'all have a life like me. I don't expect for moms to be on every live. I mean, and for the most part, I have a decent amount, so there's always a mod on my lives. It's never just one mod and one mod missing and it's a disaster. It's like there was always a mod for each live, so no, it's okay. Don't even trip. But I just decided to get on here just if anybody needed me. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just on here chilling. So yeah, I'll be here for about an hour, give or take. Did you have any questions for me, girl? Oh, okay. It is snowing over here in Georgia. I didn't go to work. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that it's snowing out there. The weather just doing what it want to do. And it snowed out here too, but we're used to it. We're prepared. Like they have snow plows and everything, because we get snow every year. But like for the more southern states, my mom, she's in Memphis, and she was like, so my mom is, she's from the Northwest too, or the Midwest, excuse me. And so she knows how to drive in snow, but she's like, they was driving all crazy. She was like, they were panic driving. So yeah, it's like that snow. It's more so the ice. It is like if you ain't never driven on ice before, it can be crazy, especially when your car start drifting. I don't personally, even out here personally, I don't like driving in the snow. I mean, I'll do it, but I'm driving super slow. That even sticks to, oh yeah. That's more of the heavier snow though. Like sometimes you'll get like flurries, so it'll be like it'll just dust the grass and stuff, but then you get that snow that actually will stick around. And the only thing I hate about it is like when it gets on the roads, what makes the roads so dangerous is that the oil from the cars mixes with the snow, so it makes like a slush. And that is what makes it hard for cars to grip the road, because that slush is very, I don't know if you ever like walked on slush, but it's very slippery. Rain also, yeah, like any water, any slush, it will freeze over it when it gets really, really cold at night. And then that's how you get your ice. So, yeah, it can be dangerous. It can be very dangerous. Yeah. So, hopefully it don't stick around for y'all too much longer. Hopefully by, next week y'all have y'all normal weather back and it's all melted. Because it was it normally be around this time, like in the 50s, 60s for the weather. I feel like this computer's a little too bright. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, these jobs, they be trying to do that. They be trying to keep people. Excuse me. Yeah, these jobs, they be trying to keep people from calling out. They were like, if you don't come to work, you ain't gonna have your job tomorrow. No, but I feel like with this situation with the weather, like it was probably safer for them to just, let y'all stay home. 40s or 50s. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think right now where I'm at, it's like 25 degrees, like 25, 20, 26 degrees. It's cold. It's definitely cold out here. But at least you got an extra day off. You got a 3-day weekend. It depends. But last year it was so warm and weird. Yeah, like I think it's just the weather is just strange. Because I think even for us, for like December, it was warm. Like we didn't really get a lot of snow. We didn't get a lot of snow at all in December. I think on Christmas Day, we didn't even have any snow. Yeah, on Christmas Day, we didn't have snow. It was warm. I feel like the way the weather used to be is not so predictable anymore. It's like it's just doing whatever it wants to do. So, yeah. Like I said, I just feel so bad for like the fires that, happen all over the world. Like they was talking about LA, but I guess another fire had broke out in Brooklyn, in New York, and it was bad. I want to say it was Brooklyn. It was like a couple, uh, was it apartment buildings that got, was on fire? It's just fires everywhere. I'm telling you, every time the weather is wonky, I say Mother Nature is on her cycle. Girl, it just felt like the earth is just recalibrating. That's what it felt like. It feels like things are shifting rapidly, like no other time before. Because even the days are going faster. I don't know if I'm the only one that picked up on that, but like the days are so fast now. They're speeding up. So time is changing, the earth is changing, like everything's changing. Everything. But yeah. And I feel like a lot of movies was trying to tell us that this was coming. A lot of apocalyptic movies. I heard LA LA, but not New York. Yeah, I think it was Brooklyn. I want to say it was Brooklyn, that it was a big fire. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, if you got a mod question, Sierra, let me know, okay? Oof. If it don't pick up in the next like 15 minutes, though, I might get off early. Mm-hmm. I might not be on here all night. I did come on quite a few times today, though. Yes, a lot of movies have been predicting. Even The Simpsons are predicting. Mm-hmm. Yep, because they say that's the way that they avoid their karma, like the elites. That's the way they avoid their karma, by showing us in movies. It's crazy. So crazy. The Simpsons predictions are freaking me out. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll be trying my best not to get too caught up. You know what I mean? But it do be times where it be like, ooh, like that's starting to make a little sense. Like it's the movie that came out. What was it called? The movie that it just came out. Dang, what's the movie called? It was directed by Barack Obama. But it was basically telling. It was very telling. Some of the stuff that was going on in the movie, it was just like, yeah. Okay, you got a mod question? Sure. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Go right on ahead. Oh, I didn't know Barack Obama. Yeah, he directed that movie. I forgot what it's called though. It just came out on Netflix. Like I want to say last year. It definitely came out last year on Netflix. Yeah, I have to look it up. Then I can come back and tell you what it is. All right, let's see what you said. What's Cameron's feelings? Hey, yeah, I'm back on just for a little bit. And I was like, let me just hop on and just in case anybody need me or people, people be up late on Friday nights. So I was like, let me just get on here and just see. All right. You said, what's Cameron's feelings towards me now that I blocked him from me texting him and him texting me? Gotcha. Let's see. Thank you, Shevish. Okay. This is gonna be for Sierra. Whew. There's a lot of energy on this deck, but I just cleared it. I just cleared all the energy off of there. Okay. So let's see. Sierra, you want to know what are Cameron's feelings towards you now that you blocked him from texting you? And wait, now that I blocked him from me texting. Oh, okay. Basically, he's been blocked. Okay. So what are his feelings towards you? Thanks for the like, y'all. What are Cameron's feelings towards Sierra now that he's been blocked? Now that he's been blocked, what are his feelings? Okay, so let's look at the sun reversed. Thank you, Sierra. Clarify the sun reverse for his feelings. Hey, everybody. Clarify the sun reverse for his feelings. Okay. So we have the sun reversed, and the sun reverse is clarified by the magician reversed. So his feelings is that he just kind of feels like that he feels like you were trying to make him be something that he wasn't towards you. Like he feels like you were trying to make the situation more than what it was. And the sun card reverse can signify that he felt that you were a little bit immature in your response. Okay. Because the sun, it represents children. It's like a childlike energy. It also represents the sign of Leo. So he could have felt like you were being immature, that the way you moved was immature. And again, with the magician reverse, he felt like you were trying to make him do or be somebody that he wasn't to you. Okay. And then when he wasn't that way, it's like he felt like you got offended by that. Okay. Now again, this is his feelings. Even though it's probably not true, this is his feelings. Okay. Now we have the judgment reverse here. So let's clarify the judgment reverse. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you. He wasn't answering your text, so you left him alone. Exactly. It's like, okay, well, obviously you don't want to talk. So the judgment reverse is here. And the judgment reverse could talk about the fact that somebody just doesn't have the full picture. You know what I mean? And so in his feelings, he probably could have looked a little bit deeper into the situation, but because he's a little shallow, he kind of chose to like make false pretense about you. Um, like I just said, he was like, oh, she just wanted me to be more than what I was, and da 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 da. But it's like because he was so immature, he couldn't understand the principle behind why you blocked him. So he's taking it as, like I said, the King of Cups reverse is a shallow king. This is an emotionally shallow person. You get how, like, yeah, they are abundant. They could be abundant with water, but because they're choosing to only focus on themselves, they kind of like become droughted. Like it's a drought instead of it being abundance in water. So this could talk about him being like disconnected from no empathy, no empathy. So I just feel like he allowed himself to create this false narrative about you. Okay. Now we do have the Hermit reversed. Now let's look at the Hermit reversed. Clarify the Hermit reversed. And the Hermit reverse is clarified by the Emperor reversed. So the Hermit reverse, it could signify the fact that he kind of was in his ego about this with the Emperor reverse. Like he kind of was just like, I'll get back to her when I feel like it. Like this was a poor power move for him because again, he took it as you were trying to force him to do or be more than what he was. And so his way of trying to retain power was to become low vibrational, was to, instead of him talking to you and getting an understanding of what exactly is bothering you, it's like he chose to be a jerk and be in this Emperor reverse energy. And so I just simply feel like that he just feelings wise, he's very self-absorbed and he's self-centered. So that's why you got that reaction from him of him ignoring you and being like, oh, I'll get back to her when I feel like it. That's what he's feeling. So, but like I said, he's like, oh yeah, see, I knew she was I knew she was trying to get me to do more. That's why she blocked me because she's mad. But it's like, no, that's not why I blocked you. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm also going to just focus on me from now on instead of texting him. Yeah, I wouldn't because he's showing you that he doesn't really value your time. He doesn't value the connection enough for you to keep texting him. Like, whatever. You know what I mean? So that's like what I'm getting, okay? All right. Thank you, Shevish. And then Suzanne, what's going on? What's wrong? See, I knew it. I said, I got to get on here because I was like, somebody needs me. I felt it. So, Suzanne, you got a worrisome question. What's going on? No, I wasn't. I could have just texted him over and over again, but I still would have been left undelivered. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I feel like you did the best thing for you. You did it. No matter what his opinion is, screw his opinion. His opinion doesn't hold no weight, because he's not a genuine person. So I am scheduled for a hysterectomy next week. Ooh, that is a major surgery. Yeah, she's saying she's scheduled for a hysterectomy. And that is a major surgery for a woman. I'm just giving her a chance to type more. I have high blood pressure and cannot get it under control. Will I be able to get it under control and get it done next week? I am scared a bit. Ooh, okay. So I am going to give you the possible outcome, even though, Suzanne, I'm not a certified doctor or I cannot give you medical advice. I can definitely look for you just to see what the cards are going to say, but I can completely empathize with you and be scared, you being scared, because high blood pressure is definitely something that can be problematic. So let's look, okay? You want to know what's causing it so that you can address it. Okay, so let's see. I heard a blockage somewhere. That's the first thing. It's a blockage somewhere. But let's look and see what it is. Okay, so will Suzanne be able to get her high blood pressure under control for her to get the hysterectomy done next week? Will she be able to get her blood pressure under control? Is it from the estrogen they gave you? With the right advice from the doctors and you staying connected closely to your medical professional, yes, you will get it under control. Okay. The Two of Cups is here too. Now, there could be they could recommend, now this could be like a fast. They could tell you to cut out certain things in your diet right now that could trigger it. So any high sodium foods, we already know that. We know sodium can lead to high blood pressure, but they're going to tell you to reduce your intake of sodium and drink more water. They're going to push fluid. They're going to push drinking more fluids right now. Okay. And then you have the High Priestess here. Okay. Now, the High Priestess is here because you feel something intuitively as the reason why this is happening. And I am here to tell you to not downplay your intuition, because the High Priestess is self-aware. She's very connected and she's very intuitive. So if you are kind of leaning more towards the estrogen that was given to you for whatever the procedure was or whatever it was, it could have kind of triggered your body. Okay. So let's look at this situation. But I definitely heard blockage. Which we know high blood pressure could be due to a blockage somewhere. So yeah, you got the Fool reversed here. All right. And I want to tell you, don't beat yourself up. Okay. This is kind of like an energy of, I should have did more research. I shouldn't have just did the estrogen for whatever it was. I don't know, your personal medical history. That's not my business. But what I'm saying is, I don't want you to beat yourself up. We all trust our doctors for the most part. And sometimes we go into things believing that everything will work out. And sometimes it does. And sometimes it doesn't. Okay. But I don't want you to beat yourself up. You didn't know. You didn't know. Okay. Um, that's when you started to feel horrible. Yeah. We have the Three of Cups here. Okay. I'm going to give you some hope. The Three of Cups is talking about a successful surgery. The doctors, the nurses, and yourself are going to be very happy at the outcome once you get this procedure. Okay? It's going to eliminate a lot of the issues that you're having. And then you have the Seven of Wands here. Okay? So the Seven of Wands is, again, it's an energy of someone being able to stand their ground. It's the energy of someone that's fighting. And you're not going to give up. Your spirit's not going to give up. I think you're afraid that you're going to lose this battle, and you're not. Okay? You're still coming out as a Seven of Wands. So you're not going to lose this battle. You're not going to, you're not going to fall victim to this situation. I see you overcoming it. Yes, it's an uphill battle. So even after surgery, there may be some things that you have to do. But I do not see you having a demise from this. Okay? So as far as your question, yes, you will be able to get that blood pressure down, but they are going to want you to follow every instruction that you were given. Okay? And again, I keep seeing that fluid. So I don't know if they're going to tell you like push more fluids right now. Like they may tell you to like reduce your carb intake. They're going to tell you to do something, or they're already telling you that. Okay? To regulate the blood pressure. Also, you could be on like various aspirins and stuff like that. But yeah, like just don't beat yourself up about it. Like I said, it happens. Our bodies do weird things. Like you could be fine one day and the next day you are literally feeling like horrible. So I think you were trying to help yourself, with the information that you did get. And I really think that this was one of the rare side effects that you received. It was like throwing the dice out there. So it's not like, you went into it and they're like, oh, 75% of people get these side effects. It was probably only like 20% of people get these side effects. And you just so happen to be that person. So like I said, don't beat yourself up about it. Okay. I look at some natural remedies. Yeah, I heard cinnamon can reduce blood pressure. Have you tried cinnamon or have you looked it up? I would say look it up first. But I heard cinnamon, it's a cinnamon pill that you could take, a cinnamon capsule, and it's supposed to help to reduce blood pressure. I remember my mom was trying to do the holistic part of like her, and she mentioned something about cinnamon. That's exactly right. I had low blood pressure, and then all of a sudden I got and it's part of the estrogen. Your body freaked out. Yeah, I would say look into, if you haven't already, cinnamon. I want to say cinnamon, girl. I do. But you are going to pull through. You're going to pull through. Okay? The surgery will be successful. The doctor and the nurses and everybody will make sure that you are able to have a quality of life. So it's going to be okay. Cayenne and garlic. Have not looked at cinnamon. Yeah, look at cinnamon because I keep hearing that. Let me see. I'll look for you real quick. Hold on. One second. I'm just curious because I feel like I heard my mom say something about cinnamon a long time ago with blood pressure. Oops, sorry, y'all. I got the little background noise. TikTok. Okay, so let's see. Using cinnamon for high blood pressure. Let's see. I like it's cinnamon pills. Lower your blood pressure. High blood pressure. Hold on, let's see what it says.
Some spices or herbs that you could use that will help your blood sugar and help your insulin resistance. Cinnamon is a great.
That's blood sugar. We don't want blood sugar. We want blood pressure.
While you're on the medication, you can start with simple remedy as adding cinnamon. Start with a teaspoon in your tea, in your beverage. Also, you can take niacin.
Hold on, let me go back. Hold on, let me go back, okay?
What helps lower your blood pressure while you're simultaneously taking blood
Hey,
pressure
Ari.
medication? While you're on the medication, you can start with simple remedy as adding cinnamon. Start with a teaspoon in your tea, in your beverage. Also, you can take niacin, vitamin B3. That's again a very good way of controlling the blood pressure while you're on blood pressure medication. What helps lower your blood
Okay,
pressure?
so here's the thing. You want to take it together. You don't want to just take the cinnamon. You want to listen to doctor. Take your blood pressure medication, okay? I'm not telling you to not take that because you want to follow doctor's orders, but you may be able to take the cinnamon to kind of help it to aid the blood pressure medication to get it down, okay? Oh, thank you. Hopefully, this will help people. Tell the rest of the women to stay way away from hormone therapy, blood sugar and insulin raise blood pressure. Yeah, yeah. And but I feel like this. I'm gonna tell you something. You know, this was more so for you. I think you're learning to like trust your intuition on things, and maybe even to look deeper into things. As far as like after this experience, you may be able to share your story with other young women or women in general about what you went through. And maybe even kind of raise an eyebrow to the doctors to say, I think this might need to be a little studied, like, because I kind of had a really bad side effect to it. But like I said, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And I wish you all the best for your surgery. I wish you a speedy recovery and that you're able to get back to quality of life for yourself sooner than later. But like I said, try the cinnamon. It won't hurt. Cinnamon doesn't hurt you. I mean, obviously, if you're not taking it in large quantities, but like, so whenever you take your blood pressure medicine, like, let's say you have to take it again, you know, in the morning at like 8 a.m. or whatever, try to put a teaspoon of cinnamon in your tea, your coffee, something like that, and just see if that helps you. And like I said, it's cinnamon, so it's not like it's gonna make it worse. If anything, it's gonna either help it or it's not. But try it. Try the cinnamon. It is scary. It is scary. It is scary. But you're gonna pull through, okay? You got this. Ari, hold on, I'm trying to catch up to you. Hey, this is random, not really, but kind of. But if I was a Californian living in California, I moved to Florida, lol. I think most Californians should move to Florida. Florida is similar to Cali, but also different. Both are beach states with lots of stuff to do. And on top of that, both kind of have superficial culture to them. Most people from LA would definitely like living in Miami. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it just depends. It depends. Well, to me, um, I think it's more of like your roots. I think people from like LA and stuff like that, they more so have different heritages than people from Florida. It's just different. It's just a different way of life. So yeah, but I could see your correlation though. I could see your correlation. Yeah, yeah, I can see your correlation. You're welcome, Susan. All right, let's see. Shevish, what's your question? Oops. LA is mainly Mexican, but Mexicans are probably like living in Florida too. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it depends because I feel like Florida has a lot of Cubans. Cubans. I know like I know people personally, and they are what's the word? Not Cuban. My nephew, his mom is, I want to say, Peruvian. My brother's son's mom is Peruvian. So like it's a little bit of a different culture out there than Mexican. And it's weird because I've heard like Mexican people be kind of like getting into it with other um like I want to say Hispanics. It cuz everybody's a little different. So I don't know if that's why they don't really mix well with Florida. I don't know if that's why they don't really I don't know. Okay. Florida, California, because both states have a huge Hispanic population. Yeah, Hispanic. Yes, you're right, Hispanic. But Mexicans are. It's I don't get involved in it because I ain't Hispanic, but I just know it's a hidden rule to like certain groups, Cubans, Mexicans, you know, um, yeah, that kind of surprised me at the same time it doesn't. Yeah, it's real out there. Yeah, it's just it's just how it is. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you got a point. Maybe ask. You know, why Mexicans from LA don't really go to Miami. They might tell you. So I talked to Jordan and I told him how I know I'm on and off, and I explained to him why, like the whole situation with Alicia and the whole females wanting him at the job type of thing. I told him, I know that in the black community, Africans and other black cultures don't always get along with each other, but with Hispanic culture, I never knew that they were yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's not really his fault, but at the same time, it just making me feel iffy and not want to deal with him because I'm strict. Yeah, and it's like you don't want to get like you don't want the drama, right? And I'm just trying not to be harsh and impulsive to cut him off. No, I understand that. I understand that Mexicans will probably feel more at home in Texas. There's a lot of Mexicans. Oh yeah, they definitely. I mean, it's a lot of them out there. But yeah, I think Puerto Ricans kind of get they get it a little bit more harder sometimes because I think the skin tone. I feel like Puerto Ricans can look black, and so they might kind of face backlash more than Cubans. I mean, there's dark Cubans too, but yeah. How does he feel about me telling him that you don't want the drama? Right, you don't want the drama, and that's fair. That's fair, and it really shouldn't be nothing going on at the workplace. Everybody knows that's a silent rule. Excuse me, is that you keep the workplace and you keep your personal. You don't ever mix them. So I can understand where you're coming from. So let's see if he understands where you're coming from. Oh my God, he want to leave anyway. He is not going to let you go. Oh yeah, it can get catty. That's why I don't like jobs with a lot of women. No. Because it'd be a lot of hormones, it'd be a lot of gossip, and it's just mean girl behavior. Eventually, that's what it boils down to. So, how did Jordan feel about what Shevich said to him? How did he feel about that conversation him and Shevich just had? How did he feel? Jordan, how did he feel? How did he feel? I mean, we got the King of Pentacles reversed, so you really caught him off guard. He wasn't expecting it. He didn't think that he was creating that environment for you. Okay. So this is someone that, like I said, he felt a little off guard. Okay. Like he didn't know how to like really address this. Okay. Yeah. Now we got the Page of Swords reverse. Let's look at that. Page of Swords reverse, clarify the Page of Wands upright. He hears what you're saying, but it's like in his mind, he feels like there's always a possibility for y'all. Like he gets it. You don't want to be doing this at the workplace or you don't feel comfortable. But he's like, I hear you, but I got an idea. You know what I'm saying? Or he's like, look, we can figure this out. Okay. So I think he was listening to respond to you, not listen to understand fully what you were saying. Like he's not accepting that you're trying to like lay it out. He's not accepting that you're trying to like let him down easy. He's not trying to catch the memo. Okay. And then you have the King of Wands. See, this is him. So he's almost confident that he could figure this out. Okay. Let's look at the King of Wands. King of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. He's like, look, cool. You don't want to do this at the workplace. I understand that. I get it. But I'm telling you, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Like you said, He said he ain't gonna be there long anyway, so he's kind of banking on a possibility that maybe, you know, y'all could just like keep it private at work, and then y'all could just try to do something outside of work. You know what I mean? But he's like, you know, he's like, so he's come out as a king of wands, so he's very confident that like if you give him a chance, it could work. It could be worth your while. I'm not trying to lay him down, but I just don't know how to deal with the situation. I don't like the mess. Like, I still consider him as someone I could deal with, but IDK. Yeah, and I think like, okay. So I was saying he understands what you're meaning. He just hopes that like y'all could figure out a way to still be cool. And he like, I just don't see him just being okay with y'all not talking anymore or whatever. I just see him trying to figure out a solution. I see him trying to figure out a solution for the situation. Notice that most mean girls aren't pretty. Like, they're in the movies. Like, that girl didn't even know me like that. Maybe she had friends that went to my school, but still, I met her through summer school. Then I never saw her again, but I still remember her. I never really forgot people I don't like. Yeah, I feel like mean girl behavior can really just, it's an energy. So I'm not trying to distract you. No, you're fine. I I always get back to you once I'm done with the reading. I like to, talk in the chat. You welcome, Shevish. But no, Shevish, I get what you're saying though, for real. It's just like conflict of interest. Like, and I get it. Like, you don't want it to get to the point where it's like either affecting your quality of work or like them going back and saying things about you. Like, I get it. So yeah, he's gonna have to be understanding of that. And it's like, I like I said, I see him trying to figure out a solution with you. So okay. I'm gonna be real though. Majority of the black girls that didn't like me were darker than me. Yeah, that's the thing I was just saying about Hispanics, like how it can be like internalized racism. Because especially when he leaves, I'm gonna be left to deal with the Alicia girl. Ain't gonna have nobody to talk to. Yeah, so ironically, I feel like if he leaves, like he's saying, Alicia ain't gonna mess with you no more. Because it's all about him. Not like I have anything against dark skinned black women, but that's how it was. Yeah. No, I understand what you mean. I get you. I don't want to mess with her. Yeah, she just needs to leave alone. Did she so wait, do y'all work on the same shift? Like, is she there? I'm saying I'm gonna have to deal with the aftermath. Oh, right. And still be around her. Yeah. Did you ever go to that interview? Or you never got back to me about it? Oh, some of the same days. Okay. Girl, I'll put her ass in a freezer. Look, if you know, you know. Put her ass in the freezer, girl. So she'll leave alone. But yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Those who know. Us Afro Latinas have it harder in the Hispanic community. Oh, they definitely do. They definitely do. I'm serious, Chevis. I'm serious. It's a real thing. Somebody messing with you, they picking on you. Take their name, put it in a mason jar. You could do a big mason jar, you could do a small mason jar. Put a little water and a little salt, pop their ass right in the freezer. It'll solve your problems. Men be saying that they want Latinas, but obviously they ain't talking about the dark skinned ones. Yeah, it depends. You know what I'm saying? I think things are changing for the Afro Latinas. I think they're becoming their own genre of women. I think there's more of a community for them. So I don't know. I went to the interview, but I said they fill the position, and I haven't seen any other job posting worthy of applying yet. Oh, okay. It's just like when men say they like black women, but only date the light skinned ones. Obviously not all men, but yeah. I think we're moving away from it though, slowly. Yeah. But Yeah, Shevish, I think yes, I think he'll be willing to kind of tone it down a little bit now that you've talked to him. You know, it's just unfortunate that that catty behavior is at the workplace. I hate that. Like, I hate it because it kind of like it messes with your quality of work sometimes. Like, you got to deal with people gossiping about you at work, and it's like I'm literally just here to clock in and make my money. Like, I'm not here for this high school stuff, you know? That's literally like the biggest thing I hate about that type of stuff. Yeah, it's like people always want to make something out of nothing, and then it could just really like spiral, you know? I've had that happen to me before. Like, I was working in a job full of women, and it was obviously very messy. And I'm not the type to like really confront too much. Like, I'll let people think whatever they want to think for one. But when you come to me, when you try to step to me, that's a different situation. And it's like two girls did that. And they found out that I was not the one, or the two, or the three. But it's like, but if I hear stuff, like, I'm not really gonna sweat it. You know what I mean? Shay is pretty clearly, that's why I'm jealous. Yeah, Shevis is very pretty. And yeah, it's just like, that's what they do, girl. That's what they do. Yeah, so. But I got about 20 minutes left on the live, y'all, okay? And then I'm gonna get off of here and go to bed. Cause your girl tired. I'm a little sleepy. I'm a little tired, y'all. Hey, Sierra. I've never had that type of drama in the workplace. Definitely in school, though. Yeah, see? Definitely in school. Mm-hmm. Sierra, don't get offended when I ask you this question, but are you Latina? Or like is your one of your parents Latino? Yeah, I'm just looking at your last name, that's what I'm asking. Cause if you are, I was trying to like talk to Ari about something about like the Hispanic community, and because she was like in the comments, why don't Mexicans? No, I'm African. My dad is African. Oh wow, that's crazy because I've seen Latinos with that last name. Now it got me thinking because that means that they got some African roots. Okay, okay. Do you be getting that sometimes? Like when you put your name on applications, people be thinking you Hispanic. Like they be assuming. You went to high school with Latinas. So like, do they be thinking you Hispanic when you put your name down? No, people think you white. That's crazy. Cause like if you was where I'm at, they would think you was Hispanic. I promise you, I know some Hispanics with that last name, and the way your name is spelled, Sierra. It's spelled like how Hispanics spell Sierra. That's so crazy. But that just lets you know that like a lot of like Latinos they have African heritage, even though they try not to acknowledge it. A lot of them are more connected to African heritage than they like to admit. Because I've seen that last name. That is so crazy. Well, I digress on the other question I had. But yeah. It's just so crazy when people be assuming stuff off names. No, but my mom and dad and I went to Mexico one time. They thought my mom was Mexican and they was speaking Spanish to her. That's crazy. Is your mom like, is she lighter? My mom said, like, okay, so her and her husband, they went on a cruise, y'all, like years ago. And there's a lot of where they had went, they was in Miami. And this is what I was telling you, Ari. They was in Miami and there was a lot of Cubans out there. I think Cubans. But they were Cuban, but they were dark. So like my mom said, they was like trying to talk to her husband. They was trying to talk to her husband in Spanish, and she was like, what the heck they talking about? She was like, I did not know Cubans could look like black people. She's like, I did not know that. So it don't surprise me that they would automatically assume, you know, lighter than me, yes, but brown skin, like light skin, Keisha, like the light skin kid. Okay. Yeah, they probably thought she was like Puerto Rican or something. They probably thought she was Puerto Rican. That's funny. It's just so crazy how like people be trying to be divided by, you know, heritage, but it's like we all got a starting place. You know what I mean? Like I was telling my boyfriend because we had like some his like Mexican food a few days ago. Your mom is completely black. We had like some Mexican food a few days ago, and we had some horchata. And do y'all know what horchata is? It's like a rice. It's like a rice milk, but it's like they flavor it with like cinnamon and cinnamon and condensed milk. Your last name is German? That is so crazy. Like, wow. You love it? Okay, so we had it, like, but in drink form now. So I was telling him, I'm like, and Sierra, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm right. But tell me if I'm wrong, okay? But I was telling him, I'm like, you know, horchata is not a Mexican drink. Like, he was like, it's not? And I'm like, no. I said it came from Africa. Hey, Black Widow Road Naga. I said it came from Africa. Now, I don't know what part of Africa. I don't know if it's West Africa or, you know, but I was like, it originated from Africa. And I think there's a similar drink. It may go by a different name. And he was just like, oh, wow. And I'm like, yeah, like it's crazy how like other cultures adopted a lot of stuff from Africa and then they make it theirs. Rice pudding. Yeah, but it's like they make it like a milk drink. But I'm telling you, like, ain't that crazy? So it's like people be like, oh, horchata is like a Mexican drink. And they're like, no, it's not. It's not a Mexican drink. It's a African drink. So crazy. How you doing, Black Widow Road? Naga. Yeah, it's crazy. They even said like the Spanish rice is jollof. Am I saying it right, girl? Let me know if I'm not. But they said Spanish rice ain't nothing but jollof. It's the same thing. Yes, we just don't put cinnamon on it and a sticker. I'm good. I sent information. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, they like that. Spanish rice ain't nothing but jollof. That's all it is. I can completely see that though. I can completely see how they have similar ingredients. Yeah. Girl, that woman that was supposed to create my CPM scammed me. Ooh. No, she did not, girl. Dang. And I seen her just like, she had a lot going on. Damn. I hate that for you. So what you have to do? Dispute it with your bank, the payment? What do you have to do? But did you have to pay her to do that for you? It's literally jollof rice without the meat. Exactly. See? Point proven. That is so messed up. See, I would have to be petty and report her. But then I'm like, I don't know if I want her. I mean, you could say she stole your identity to try to get you to, I don't know. Is that the Capricorn in me? Probably. Because Capricorns, we don't like people play with our money now. We don't like people that run our money. Should I would straight report her. I'll report her business and everything. I feel like, and this is more of an intuitive thing, I felt like she did too much. She had too much going on. And you can't overly promise. When it comes to people money, you can't overly promise. And I feel like she took on more than she should have. She got greedy. And so unfortunately, she was not able to deliver on her side of things. Yes, she did do some people CPN, but for me, didn't. Supposedly, the man she was supposed to get the trade lines from took her money and etc. Yes, she had too much going on. I'm telling you, I was like, I seen it was just too much. She had too much going on. And see, this is the thing. When it comes to that type of stuff, you got to be careful. You got to be under the radar. You can't be doing too many people. Because, the feds be watching. You know what I'm saying? They be watching. So, yeah, dang, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I really am. During slavery, a lot of Africans were split and went to Cuba and other countries. They sure did. They sure did. They sure did. You are absolutely correct. Which is why I think that they show that part. If y'all haven't seen Moana 2, I won't spoil it for y'all. But at the end of Moana, it kind of touches on that. Then she got greedy. She had a whole page exposing her address and etc. Oh, see, they trying to catch her slipping. She gonna have to move. Cause that's. I mean, somebody could write her out to the feds too. I'm gonna try to get my money back by IDK if I can because it was back in October and I paid through Apple Pay. Well, maybe. I mean, it's worth a try. It's worth a try to dispute it. See if Apple will give it back to you. That's why I don't like it when Dominicans saying they're not African. Yeah, they be, girl, they do. They be acting like they don't fool with Africans. They don't even fool with African Americans. They don't. They'll touch our hair though. They will touch our hair. But it's a lot of people that be complaining about them because once they get their hair pressed out, their hair don't go back. She gave me a CPN that was a teenager's profile. I'm like, girl, what the? A teenager? Now, this is kind of sad. Okay, so y'all know what CPNs are, right? Y'all know where CPNs come from. Yeah. So I just feel like that she shouldn't have even given you that because, I mean, let that child rest in peace. Please. Like, why are you giving people that information? You know that is a baby. So, yeah, she just... You don't know what it is? Okay. So CPN, I don't know the actual pronunciation of it. And it's not something that like people do when they're bad people. So by any means, Black Widow Rowe is not a bad person. Okay. But basically what CPNs are is like, it's the social security numbers or credit information of people who have passed away. And it can like, it kind of can go into the hands of like people that know how to like use them. And then people can like try to fix their credit and stuff. They can use that person to like get stuff. But it's not like a moral compass thing because most of the people are like they're older, passed away. But like when it comes to like teenagers and stuff, I'd be like, dang, that's crazy how that information is available. But yeah, I feel like it's government information and it's become public record just like anything else. The people just don't. They be trying to say like, oh, you shouldn't do CPNs, but I'm like, if you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do. This person is dead. Okay, they gone. You gotta make a living. You gotta do what you gotta do. I like trade lines though more. I feel like I like trade lines more because with trade lines, that's you can basically buy somebody's credit report and they're giving you access to it. It's not like you're stealing. You're not stealing with a CPN either by any means. But what I'm saying is like with the trade line, it's more like an active credit report, and you can use trade lines to like get a house. You can use trade lines to get pretty much anything. You just have to pay the website, and then the website will pay the person that's giving you their credit information. And these people be like billionaires. They be, girl, they credit scores be like 800, 800 plus. And but it's a website for it, and you can look on there and see which one you want. And you pay, some of them be like as low as like $200 some dollars. Some of them be as high as like a couple hundred for a trade line. But the thing about it with trade lines is you still want to make sure that like it's like you got to make sure it matches up. So like if you go to like a apartment and you're like, oh, yeah, I've been renting this apartment. And they're like, well, okay, how old are you? Like, oh, I'm like 22. They're like, well, on the credit history, it shows you've been renting an apartment for 5 years. You were renting an apartment for 6 years. You're like, oh, damn, that don't make sense. Like, I wouldn't say going and doing that type of stuff. Like, you got to make sure it makes sense. You got to make sure it lines up. I would use my sister's, but she probably would be disappointed in me. Social? She got real good credit. Shoot, ask her to co-sign for you. What you trying to do? You trying to get an apartment or something? Or you trying to get a car? See if she'll co-sign. I mean, you got to make sure you're showing that you can make your payments. But she may be willing to co-sign for you. Black Widow Row, what was your question in particular about that situation? Oh, she passed away? Oh. Wait, is this the baby? Is it the twin? I'm thinking you had like an older sister, like a one that was alive. This is the baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cause you know what? It would show that she's a grown up. Wow. Dang. What are you trying to get though, Sierra? You trying to get an apartment or something? Right, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to get my own car and apartment. Yeah. Is it just the fact that you like trying to, like, is your credit kind of messed up, or are you trying to establish credit? Like, what you trying to do? Because if you're trying to establish credit, there is apps that you can use for that. Like Self. I don't know if you've heard of Self before, but that can help you to establish credit. But if your credit messed up, then that's a different story. 2024 Nissan Sentra. Oh, okay. I like Nissans. Black Widow Road, I'm so sorry if you posted your question. I didn't see it. But yeah, what you want to know? What you want to know about the situation? You want to know if you're going to be able to get your money back? Is that what you were going to ask me? Yeah, I can understand that there, Sierra. Fix my credit because, girl, I got so many bills and more bills, girl. I feel you on that. Like, I feel you on that. And you know what makes me so mad? They didn't establish credit until the 80s. Like, why would y'all do that to us? Like, our parents, they didn't have credit. That's why they was able to buy houses with $25. Medicaid on top of bills. Medical. I hate the credit system, and it didn't start until the 80s. So unfair. Like, really? Yeah, the medical bills, definitely. But I could have swore they said that they can't put medical bills on your credit report no more. You had a question about something else. Oh, okay. I could have swore. Now, don't take it verbatim, because, I do be hearing stuff down the riverbank, and I be forgetting. But I could have swore that they are not allowed to report medical bills on your credit report anymore. Like, it's illegal. I was trying to get another car in an apartment while I fix my credit. Okay. Girl, they keep calling saying I didn't pay this bill and pay this bill and more bills. My credit is poor and I'm trying to fix it. Have you ever heard of the Self app? SELF. Self. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about me, okay? Because y'all know I'm very relatable. My credit is not perfect by any means, y'all. Any means. But when so let's say it's 2023, I started the Self app. And I told myself, I'm going to fix my credit this year. This year, I'm going to do it. So I think I started doing the Self app in I want to say April of 2023. And I was just like, you would pay $25 a month. And it would come across as like a bill, like a credit card. Like you were paying off a credit card. So it would tell you like your due date and you got to pay that amount. So I was paying that amount, y'all. And within 6-7 months, I was able to get approved for a bank loan because it raises your credit that fast. Y'all should try it. I recommend it. I need to get back on it because honestly, I really need to get back on it. I don't know why I'm not on it, but I need to because it really helped my credit. Like my credit went up. And I was able to get approved for a bank loan. So prior to that, I wasn't gonna get approved for a bank loan. So yeah, really. Yeah. And then what's cool about it is once you reach your period where you could cash out. So if I would have kept with it, I would have been able to cash out this year. 2024 of December. But once you reach your threshold, you could either cash out the money and pay yourself back, or you could keep it and use it on a line of credit. So if you're making your payments on time, eventually they'll let you open up a credit card, but you're paying yourself. So it's like you open up a line of credit and all they ask is that you keep your utilization under 50%, like under 20%. So you would only use it for small purchases like gas or groceries, and then you pay that off, and then that also raises your credit. But it's like you're paying yourself, you're investing in yourself. So it's pretty cool. People calling me telling me I should pay more bills. This shit's coming out the woodworks. Yeah. You better be like, It's got to be a clause for that, for them not to be able to put medical bills on your credit. I could have swore I heard it. Okay. Should I go faceless on my new YouTube channel, or should I show my face for best results of success? So should Black Widow Road Naga show or go faceless on her new YouTube channel, or should she show her face for best results and success? Let's see. Should she go faceless or should she show her face? Should she go faceless or should she show her face? Let's see what they say. Faceless or show her face? Okay. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Okay, so this looks like your people that would subscribe to you. These are people that actually are giving money. So I don't know if you'll have a Patreon connected to your YouTube where they could get content. You know how you were saying you finna show people how to do the AI stuff like that, but you might have a package to where they could get exclusive content information. But I see these being your people. Now, you could choose to stay mysterious and not show your face. Okay, you could, because the High Priestess is here with the moon, so you could stay mysterious. However, I think being more personable would help a little bit. So how could you do this? I feel like you could make a AI generated photo of yourself. What's your question, Sierra? You can make an AI generated photo of yourself. And then that way it's not looking like you're not a real person, or you don't have to show your face. I don't know if you will be off camera, how you would do that. But you could do an AI generated version of you. People be doing that. I've seen it so many times where people literally take a AI picture of themselves, but more like business attire. So you could do that, so they know you're a real person. But you can be very discreet, you know. Um, and I get where you're going with that, because even me doing this is kind of like it's an energy thing, which is why I have a lot of protection around me. Um, but when you show your face, it is an energy thing. So I can understand why you would want to stay discreet a little bit. But you can do both. You can do both. You could be discreet, but you could like do like an AI thing with your face, you know. Um, but people still gonna be sending that coin. I would say this. I would say, as far as your money gonna flow. Give them an extra resource. So let's just say that on your channel you give certain tips. But if they want the more exclusive in-depth content, they may have to do a Patreon. They may have to sign up for your Patreon where you drop monthly content on X, Y, and Z. And I've seen that a lot of people have done that on YouTube, where let's just say the readers, okay? Because I was in that community of when it was a lot of readers on here, which they're coming back, but okay. So there will be readers, and they'll be like, they'll do collective messages for signs, and they'll do like a 5-minute video. But they're like, if you want to see what this person's going to do with how you react or whatever to the situation, join my Patreon and you can download the video for $5. So I just feel like that, but I see people paying you. I see people giving you some money. So, when a medical bill, people stop calling and telling me I have the bills to pay, this bill to pay, that bill to pay. It's stressing me. I have things I'm saving up for. Let's see here. Ooh, period. I'm telling you, like, have you ever thought about doing a Patreon? Because like I said, you could connect your Patreon to your YouTube. You could link it in your bio. Will the medical bill people stop calling, Sierra? Yeah, I'm after the community building. I'm after the community building and money. What? Think about it. Brainstorm, because like I said, you could come in there and you like, hey y'all, look, this is one of the features you can use to do this. But if you want more exclusive content and you want more of a one-on-one, even if you be like, if you want to sign up for my classes where I'm doing a class, let's say you start your YouTube channel in February, right? And then you want to do a launch or a class in April, you could do a class where they would have to pay your Patreon to get access to exclusive content. So just think about that. It's more of a marketing thing for you. Think about it. Because I'm thinking about teaching tarot, but I want to kind of make sure that I'm more so refreshing my cards, because I have thought about teaching tarot classes and teaching people how to read tarot. All right. Oh my gosh, figure cards. I know. Like, when am I gonna do it? Right? I'm okay. What if I start doing them in February? What if I kick it off with like love cards? Because people love love. People love it. People want to know what their ex is thinking. People want to know about romance. What if I kick it off in February? I'm gonna have to check with my spirit team to see if February would be a more favorable month for me to do pick of cards. Cause how fun would that be? Yeah, I'm going to brainstorm ASAP. Yes, brainstorm. Okay, so will the bill collectors stop calling Sierra? Will they stop calling her? You got the Page of Wands, okay? They'll stop calling you if you're willing to set up a payment arrangement with them, of course. Because see, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to agree that you owe this debt. right? So if you tell them like, yeah, I did, and I did not pay a $400 medical bill, what you gonna do about it? They're like, oh, so you do owe the debt. See, because they're looking for you to confirm it. So if you just tell them this is not the correct number, if you tell them like this person, like they're like, oh, hello, is Sierra available? You're like, Sierra, who is that? You know what I'm saying? You're like, please remove me off your call list. Please remove this number off your call list. Then they have to remove it. They have to put you on the no call list. So if you really want them to stop, you could just basically act like, Sierra's not here. Y'all know from the movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman, she's like, what was he saying? He was like, what was that lady name that he was calling out? I gotta watch that movie now. Oh, that movie crazy. I know that, but they keep telling me over and over how many bills I have. Yeah, I mean, look, you might have to do some research on some clauses. Christina, yeah, you might have to do some research on some things to say to bill collectors. You got TikTok, girl. Utilize TikTok before it get banned. Look up what to say to creditors when they're harassing you. It's gonna tell you all you need to know. I know there's a clause you could throw at them, and they have to stop calling you, but I just can't remember. I can't verbatim. I can't. Christina's not here. That movie is crazy, y'all. I think I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I love that movie. Yeah, so that's what I got for you, Sierra, okay? I don't want to be in debt though. I understand. You just gotta dispute it. It's a way to dispute that stuff. Or you can get your credit repaired. You can go to a credit repair company. It just kind of depends on what you're trying to do. You could either dispute it yourself, or you can take it to a credit repair company and have them dispute for you. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I'm getting ready to call it a night. I'm tired. I actually wasn't even planning on coming on live, but someone's like, get on that live, girl. I'm glad I did. It was fun talking to y'all. But I'm gonna come back later today because it's already tomorrow. And yeah, y'all try to get some rest, try to get some sleep. Don't worry, okay? Can't worry about tomorrow. Just worry about today. All right. In the meantime, y'all, I will talk to y'all later, and I hope that y'all have a good night. Bye.